Just a little farm update here this evening. I'm out to the greenhouse to close it up and checking on some stuff, and that, my friend, is white half-runner beans coming up that I planted about 2 weeks ago, roughly. They are coming up here and there. Here's another one right there coming up. I got some weeds. I got to get in the weeding. It's been a little wet here. You can see the ground's wet, and I got to get in and get it weeded. They're calling for rain here again tomorrow, and I am going to be weeding. I do have sweet corn coming up also that I planted back, I believe, on the 24th of March, somewhere around in there. And there is sweet corn coming up. I planted 3 rows of it. Right now I only have 1 row coming up, and it's spotty right now. So we're going to wait and see what happens. But that is bodacious sweet corn coming up. My potatoes that I planted back in February, I had just about give up on. And there's some more sweet corn coming up. But my potatoes have been in the ground 6.5 weeks. And as usual, I thought they had rotted in the ground. And last week, in fact last Saturday, I was running the tiller through the ground because I was going to till it all up, as I did not think they were coming up. I dug a couple places and I found a couple that was rotted. But I gave up on them too soon. And good thing my tiller broke when it did, because I have potatoes sprouting. And more potatoes sprouting. And more potatoes sprouting. The ground is starting to hair over right now, getting kind of weedy. I'm going to try and get the tiller in it maybe Friday if they get my tiller fixed. Now my tiller's down. I think maybe God was telling me not to be so heavy-handed and not try to be in control so much as He is in control. I always tend to forget that. Here's some more that are coming up. Coming up pretty good. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but I have a fan running in the greenhouse. I found something out too. This is my first year with a greenhouse. 1st of April, when I transferred everything out that I had started in the house, I had some plants up about 1 inch high. And I thought, well, we'll put them all in the greenhouse now. And I was working in it that morning, and it was probably 60 degrees outside, cloudy. I thought everything would be all right. I had the sides pulled up. I was gone to Hillsboro, me and my son, Kenny Ray Jr. And while we were gone, I got back. The greenhouse had reached 120 degrees. It was about 75 outside, and like I said, I had the side rolled up for the ventilation, and the door was open. but the sun was really cooking down. And it cooked everything. Young plants cannot take 120 degrees. So I do not leave anymore without this little fan running. And I keep the fan running all day long now. Sorry about that. I was trying to fix that. So now I got a fan running. And I am going to get me a solar panel and hook the fan up to a solar panel. Right now I have 3 big long extension cords, as the electric outlet is all the way up there. But here in the greenhouse, things are moving along quite well. Probably 1,000 plants started. I use, as you see, red solo cups and other things. I do not like the solo cups. I'm trying to be frugal and not waste anything, but they're hard to water in those. They're not like these other trays here that I got from the greenhouse supply. You can see my wife's flowers there, and tomato plants coming up, and phlox flowers, and I got lettuce in a tray coming up, lilacs, eggplant. Some of the seed is very old that I got from my mother, but it's coming along really well. Even now it is about 7:30 and it's about 75 degrees in here. But I'm coming out to unplug the fan. I unplug the fan at night because it's still getting down in the 50s here, and I am not worried too much about it. But this is much better than starting them in the house. I'm very pleased. We have got to get the grass mowed, as it is finally starting to take off. And it has stormed here this afternoon. So I just wanted to give you an update. There's a whole crop of mayapple. If anybody wants to come dig mayapple on the halves, I will let you come dig all you want, and I'll take my half when you sell it. That's it from the farm this evening. I'm going back out here to the pond, and I'm going to sit and listen for turkeys to gobble as turkey season comes in here Monday. Things are really greening up here. And of course, there's my ever faithful companions, Rat and Belle. Good night. I hope y'all can hear the frogs singing here. They are really going at it here tonight. And the fish are still feeding. I fed the fish here 4 or 5 handfuls of food. I feed them in the morning and the evening. But I like to sit here and listen. Watch the sun go down. That was a big fish over there. I should have started filming this earlier so you could really see him hit the water. My dad, when we first stocked the pond, he is out here every morning and evening feeding the fish. And I still do it. It's just relaxing, especially here in the morning with a cup of coffee and everything coming alive. My dad always loved the spring of the year. I always loved the fall of the year. My dad liked it because everything was coming to life again, new life everywhere. And I'm beginning to think it's an old age thing, because the older I get, the more I appreciate the spring. Reminds me of an old man told my grandmother Patton one year when I was there decorating graves. He said, "Bug, we've almost made it. Poke salad will be up soon." And with that, people, we've just about made it. The poke salad will be up, and we've made it through another winter. Good night once again.